Hey friends, today we are making the easiest Moroccan chicken with a side of the fluffiest couscous, and I'm telling you now, it is not only easy, it's super quick, and it's pretty much one pot for each of those things. And the pot I'm talking about is actually my Panasonic rice cooker. Now I say rice cooker, but this actually can do so many things. It's a multi-cooker. So not only can you make the perfect rice, you can make the perfect quinoa or couscous or steamed grains. It also slow cooks, it makes soups, it makes cakes, it does a thing called waterless cooking, which I'm gonna show you in this episode as well. So, let's get going on the recipe itself. I'm gonna do couscous first of all, and it's really simple. The couscous goes in and some water. Now this version is the 10-cup version, so the larger version of this model. There is a 5-cup as well. And all I have to do is get to the right setting here, press start. Okay, we're gonna have fluffy couscous very soon. In the meantime, I'm gonna start on my Moroccan chicken. And the thing that's really special about this recipe is that it's pretty much a marinade and then dump and forget. I love that. I'm using a function that this rice cooker has, which I haven't seen anywhere else, and it's called waterless cooking. All right, so the marinade for the chicken is some tomato paste, a Moroccan spice blend. So I just picked this up at my supermarket, which means you don't have to have a whole blend of different individual spices at home. You know, things like ground coriander, ground cumin, turmeric. If you just get a blend, then you've got everything mixed in for you. My little secret weapon here, some chicken stock cubes. Gives you some added saltiness and flavor. A little pepper, some salt, some oil. And now chicken Maryland pieces. I do find with this waterless mode that your sort of juicier cuts of meat work best. So that's why I'm using my chicken thigh. Because if you imagine, what you want is a cut of meat or a vegetable like a tomato, which is going to kind of steam down and release its own natural juices. That's what cooking with this waterless mode is all about. So I've got my chicken and I'm just waiting for my couscous. And while I'm waiting, I thought I'd mention one other point about this rice cooker that I really love. It contains what's called fuzzy logic technology. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that the rice cooker is very clever. It actually adjusts its heat control and temperature itself so that you get the perfect rice. I love a clever rice cooker. Now let's just wait and see. Okay, so that really was quick. It was only 20 minutes and my couscous is beautifully cooked here. Oh, look at that, so fluffy, lovely. Okay, so I am gonna mix the couscous with a few other little extra things. You know, I really think the wonderful thing about multi-cookers like this one is the ability just to be able to put everything in, not have to watch the stove top. You know, if you've got something steaming or stewing or simmering, it all just does it for you and you can get on doing all the other many things we all have to do when we're at home. So to dress this, I'm gonna add a little oil, some lemon, some dried cranberries. You could just use raisins or sultanas as well, some toasted almonds, and some parsley. All right, now we can do our chicken. All I need to do here is pop my marinated chicken into the bowl. And then my other ingredients. I've got some potato here. Now they were 4 pretty decent sized chicken Marylands, and that's the great thing about having these size options. If you're a bigger family, you choose the 10-cup like this one. If you would rather cook smaller sized meals, you can go with the 5-cup, but you still get the same cool functions. Some ginger slices, some lemon slices. So much flavor and tang in this recipe. I love it so much. And some olives. With the waterless mode, we don't have to add any extra liquid. The chicken is going to cook down in its own juices, which concentrates the flavor, so you're not watering it down. Okay, so let me go with waterless cooking, and I want to select 90 minutes, start, and then I can just go away and do whatever I want now. Have a coffee. Dax, you want a coffee? Yes. All right, so if you were here with me right now, you would be smelling how lovely this is. Oh my goodness, it's filled the whole kitchen. Now let's take a look at what's happened. Ah, look at that lovely color on the chicken. And that chicken is so tender and juicy and full of flavor. You know, I'm always thinking about the dishes while I'm cooking. That's just the mum and me. But the great thing about the binchotan coating in this bowl means that it's really easy to clean up. So I love that. Also means it's easy to scoop your rice out, things don't stick and make a mess. And if you wanted to do this for a dinner and you were out of the house for a bit, you can put a delayed timer on as well. So it's ready just when you get home. Because we cooked everything in its natural juices, look at how thick that sauce is. No reducing required. It is just flavoursome and good to go. Final bits and pieces here, a little bit of coriander. And completely optional, but I just love the color of pomegranate seeds, so they're gonna go on as well. Our couscous, and there we go. I mean, very minimal effort thanks to my Panasonic rice cooker and multi-cooker, and you could be serving that any night of the week or at a really fancy dinner party, I think. Now let's get in here and have a look. Guys, you wouldn't even believe the flavor unless you made it yourself. Oh, it's so intense. Tastes like the chicken has been simmering away for hours on the stovetop. My goodness. Oh, so good. Yum. I love my rice cooker.